We are saying goodbye to this cage that was the baby's home for the last 6 months. It's finally time to give it back. It doesn't belong to me, it belongs to some other rescuer. And it's not even going back to her, it's going back to another rescuer who needs it for another. It's their own. Uh, 1 second, I need to prop this up. I just wanted to. It's so silly because now, even giving away the cage, something that I was so annoyed with because it took up so much space in my room, is making me emotional now because it's finally the end of everything. They're all going for sure. It's the day I've been waiting for, praying for 6 months. And now that it's finally here, it feels like it's too soon. I can't believe 6 months are over. 6 fucking months. Half a year that I've had these guys. And it's already done. It doesn't feel like they came home half a year ago. I'm glad they're going. Of course, I'm glad they're going. But I have to say, at the moment, it feels like 80% sad and 20% relief. Because I have to deal with the very real feeling of suddenly missing them. And I know I always thought about who my favorite was, and earlier it used to be Puppy, but now I'm thinking maybe it's Chintu because I've literally had her the longest. She came the first and she's going the last, even though she was the one to find a home the first. Find a home first, sorry. She's right there. Chitukli, come here. She knows her name so well. As soon as I call it out, she looks at my face. She doesn't even have to hear Chintukli. She just has to hear Chintu. She's that smart. But yeah, the cage is going. I'm glad it's going. It's good timing that someone asked for it because it's literally the day 2 days before Chintu goes, so I don't need it anymore. She doesn't sleep in the cage. They don't sleep in the cages anymore unless we have guests or unless I sleep outside in the living room or I'm just too tired to deal with their zoomies at night. They were sleeping with me all this time. But it still feels hard to give away the cage. It's like so symbolic, right? I didn't even think I did not have any idea that I would feel bad when the cage was leaving. Like, for all the things that I knew I'd be sentimental about, the cage wasn't one of them. I'm so glad it's going. I literally just woke up. Ignore the eye goop. It's around 8:45. I just want to get a head start on the day. I have to take Chintu to the vet because she has a ear infection. I know she's getting adopted 2 days later and that person can do it. But I just feel so protective of her right now in the last 2 days that I have her that I don't want to wait for someone else to do it. And it's also part of my controlling part of my personality where I just like to have things in my control. So I will take her to the vet, I will get her diagnosis, I will get her medicines, and I will give it to the next person. It's gonna be so weird without her, yeah. At least it was difficult. Of course it was difficult when Puppy and Monkey left, but it was I always lived on the feeling that okay, one's gone, there are still two. Second one's gone. There is still one. I could come home and feel like, okay, this girl's still there. She's still small. I can still hold her. I can still carry her. But now that she's going to go, I'll have no one to like. Of course, there's Timothy. Okay, that this is besides Timothy. There won't be any small kitten in the house anymore. I won't be able to instantly hold and hug and kiss, and I do that a lot with them. Of course, I love Timothy, but it's not the same, right? And she's so sweet and she's so cute. I'm just gonna miss her so fucking much. So fucking much. I don't want her to go. Chintu, come here and bite in your cage. This is also the cage that Boka used just now, like this week, 1 day ago. So, and we released him yesterday. So, this is a really good timing for this cage to go. I should be more relieved than anything. Like if they even asked for it 3 days ago, it would be difficult for me to give it to them. So. Babu, I'm closing it now. Okay. I just need to tie it because if I leave my hand, it collapses. So I need to tie it with some sort of string. I really fucking hope I will not need a cage again for a very, 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 very long time. And there used to be a time in my life where I never needed cages, okay? 2018 I lived it, 2019 I lived it, 2020 I lived it. I never bothered. Of course I still rescued, I still found kittens, I still took them to the vet, I still tried to, whatever, find them homes, but never so much that I needed a cage. So I just hope. What can I hope for? What can I hope that I can look at an animal that needs rescuing and then just walk away? I want to hope that I can do that. I can't hope that. Should I hope that I never see animals that need rescuing on the street? Maybe I can hope for that, you know. That feels like the least cruel thing to hope for. But I don't want to see animals that need rescuing. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to be my problem. It's so annoying because just yesterday, I was at my window for literally maybe 10 seconds, okay? I wasn't even planning to stand there. I was just going there to get something from my window, from my table, and then I was going to come back. So I decided to stand there for literally 5 seconds. And in the first 5 seconds of being there, and literally this only happened for 5 seconds, okay? I saw a cat that had a plastic bag stuck around its neck, and she was trying to take it off, but she wasn't able to, and she was getting more and more frightened by the plastic bag. And she's one of those cats in the neighborhood who doesn't allow you to touch them. So even if I did try, I don't know how far I would get, so it was even more worrisome, you know. Because if it was Buka or if it was Goldie, I wouldn't be worried because I would instantly just go down and take it off. But with this bitch, I was scared if I go down, she'll run away, she'll hide under some car, she'll go running somewhere else, and that might make it worse. But thankfully, and this only happened for 5 seconds, okay, whatever I'm telling you about, she was there, she was trying to remove it. One old auntie was there who feeds the cats in this lane. Thank God, she was walking by, she saw this, she went towards the cat walked away from her, and then that auntie kept trying. So the cat kept walking away from her, and then they went out of my line of vision. They went towards the other part of the road which I can't see. So all of this happened, and literally, I'm not exaggerating, it was 5 seconds. And I was really like, God, did you really have to do this? Did you really have to make me see A cat that needs rescuing. Literally, for the 5 seconds I come to the window for. Like, should I stop going to my window? Should I stop looking at animals from my window? How annoying. But I did not go down. I just kept standing there, trying to see if that cat is coming back or not. If I can see that auntie coming back or not. They never came back into my line of vision anyway. Um, but a couple of hours later, I saw that cat and she didn't have the plastic bag around her. The thing is, why I wasn't so concerned and why I did not rush down for this, even though it's the simplest rescue, kind of rescue there would be. In some cases, it can be really bad. Like, it can be a. This was a very flimsy plastic bag, like the flimsiest transparent type of plastic thali, It was that bag. So, even if the auntie did not do anything, the cat could easily, with her claws, just out of frustration, tear it and it would come off. The chances of her choking on this are there, but it's less. If it was a heavier bag, if it was a rope, if it was a nada, if it was something that could legit choke her without her trying to remove it, without her ability to remove it, then yeah, I would have gone down. But see, that's how annoying it is. The other day I went down to, where did I go? I went for some 2 minute ka kaam. I went to get printouts. Yes, I walked all the way to the printer on Hill Road, okay, near the police station. I walked all the way, got my printouts, came back, and before leaving, I was just so frustrated with the whole thing because I had to also we had just rescued Goldie, then we had to rescue Boca. So then I was like so frustrated with all these rescues. Before leaving, I literally told myself, please Eden, just go and come back without seeing a single animal that needs to be rescued. Please, can you do that? I came back, I'm entering the building, and there's a fucking baby kite that is not able to fly. And I laughed to myself almost. I was like, someone's playing a very cruel joke on me. How many rescues can there be? It's not even how many can I do? Why is there a rescue to be done every second day? I was fucking tired of taking Goldie to the vet because she's such a bitch who doesn't allow you to take her to the vet. And it's tiring just going there during a very busy work day, going there, sitting for hours. Okay, not hours, definitely. That's why I go to the vet, because I don't have time to sit for hours at the NGO. But yeah, it takes up time from your day. Yeah. Sometimes you have to go twice a day because you have to go to drop her off for surgery. Then you have to go to pick her up from surgery. And auntie's family is not very adept with taking cats to the vet and all. So usually I always go with them. Which after a point I got annoyed with because I had a lot of work and they are 3 members of the family who can handle it, right? None of them are kids, they're all grown up. So now I'm just rambling, but why not? It's been a while since I rambled here. But yeah, I was like, okay, you guys have taken the responsibility of this cat, but they kept expecting me to be there for every appointment we went to. Like, there was not one time where they were like, okay, we'll do it, you don't come. It was almost like a given that I will, of course, come, and they will be an accompaniment, not the other way around. I know an accompaniment is not the way to put it. They're not ingredients, but they're not dishes, sorry. But that's what I was a little annoyed by, because some of the times all 3 of the members would be at home, but they wouldn't come. Either Anushka would be sleeping because she works a night shift, or Andre would be sleeping because whatever, he's Andre, or auntie would be busy. But still, Anushka and Andre can do it. So anyway, that's why I was really tired that week. And one of the days I had to say no because I literally had to work that day. So then they managed without me, thankfully. And hopefully it becomes a pattern now. And I don't have to keep intervening. But because rescuing is my thing, I get it. I get why they rely on me, and that's fine. But yeah, I was just really tired. So, and I did the whole Boca one myself because I just didn't want to have anybody else with me. I can do rescuing, but if you ask me to rescue and socialize together, it's just nahi karna yaar mujhe. And then the fucking kite. And then after coming back all the way from the printer, I realized that the rescue person lives right there. So I had to go back there with the kite, go home, get the cage, catch the kite, put the kite inside, find a rickshaw, go to the rescue guy's place, drop it off, come back. I was just so exhausted that day. I am exhausted in fucking general. Like, I haven't been this exhausted since 2018, since Mami. Although I was more exhausted back then because, yeah, it was more hectic. And we used to actually go to office, which makes it hectic. You know, you can't even take 10 minutes off to just lay on your back and watch memes or something. Although we did have a room, it was a screening room. We did have a room where we had couches. Um, so whenever possible, we used to go in and take power naps. They didn't really, I mean, I don't remember now. They used to frown upon us working from there, but it wasn't like not allowed. So we would go and work from there sometimes. It's just that it didn't have a table. So I used to not prefer going there, but it gives you independence from working in front of them, you know. So wow, I'm just literally going on off about anything, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I wanna start my day. I wanna send off this cage because I want to see my room without this cage. It's been a really long time. Because even before the kittens, I had the boca, right? I had boca in October. So I barely had November and December without the cage. And then again, cage came. So now I'm going to be cageless after a while, and it's nice. I'm glad. There's gonna be more space. I have to talk about so many other things, dude. So many other things. So many updates in my life, but I just honestly don't have the time. But I'm gonna try to do it because I really don't have the time to write, even though I would prefer to write about these things. Because watching it is just, it's already 17 minutes. Who's watching for 17 minutes me rambling about absolutely nothing? Thank God for the playback speed option, YouTube. Thank you so much for inventing it, because then everyone else also adopted it. Now every movie I watch, if I don't have the time, I'm watching it on 2 speed. So thank you so much. But yeah, if this was a blog, you would have finished reading it in like 5-6 minutes. So yeah, I would rather write, and I enjoy writing a lot, but I don't have the time to write. A blog that takes 5 minutes to read takes maybe 1 hour for me to write. So I miss writing. I want to go back to the days. I want to go back to lockdown days where all I did was, oh, look at her, oh my god, I love her, I love her. There's always something to look forward to, you know, when I come home with these guys. They're cute, they're mischievous. Hi, sweetheart. There's always some element of excitement. I mean, of course I love Timothy, but he's old now, you know. Hi, babies. Say hi to my vlog. Hi. Chintakil has come all the way to say hello. Timothy is being cranky right now because he wants foodie. Hello, guys. Shall I go now, please? Oh, why am I asking you guys? It's my vlog. Haha. I will go now, or these guys will literally eat my ears off. I will be back soon.